Did you know the story of Ernesto Guevara de la Serna, who is widely known as Che Guevara, a prominent communist figure in the Cuban Revolution 1956 to 1959, and a guerrilla leader in South America who became a powerful symbol for revolutionary action? In 1953, Guevara went to Guatemala, where Jacobo Arbenz headed a progressive regime that was attempting to bring about a social revolution. The overthrow of the Arbenz regime in 1954 in a coup supported by the US. CIA persuaded Guevara that the United States would always oppose progressive leftist governments. This became the cornerstone of his plans to bring about socialism. By means of a worldwide revolution, it was in Guatemala that Guevara became a dedicated Marxist. He left Guatemala for Mexico, where he met the Cuban brothers Fidel and Raul Castro, political exiles who were preparing an attempt to overthrow the dictatorship of Fulgencio Batista in Cuba. Guevara joined Fidel Castro's 26th of July movement, a force of 81 men including Guevara, in the Cuban province of Orient on December 2, 1956. Immediately detected by Batista's army, they were almost wiped out. The few survivors, including the wounded Guevara, reached the Sierra Maestra, where they became the nucleus of a guerrilla army. The rebels slowly gained in strength, seizing weapons from Batista's forces and winning support and new recruits. After Castro's victorious troops entered Havana on January 8, 1959, Guevara became a Cuban citizen, as prominent in the newly established Marxist government as he had been in the Revolutionary Army, representing Cuba on many commercial missions. After April 1965, he dropped out of public life. In the autumn of 1966, Guevara went to Bolivia incognito to create and lead a guerrilla group in the region of Santa Cruz. On October 8, 1967, the group was almost annihilated by a special detachment of the Bolivian army. Aided by CIA advisors, Guevara, who was wounded in the attack, was captured and shot. Before his body disappeared to be secretly buried, his hands were cut off. They were preserved in formaldehyde so that his fingerprints could be used to confirm his identity.
Oh yeah!